Okay, next up we have a session IPA to drink. The nights are drawing. It's a bit chillier out here in the granny flat. There's no heating. I need to deal with that somehow. But we are going to crack on anyway. So next up, Millhouse IPA. Hey, welcome back to Views on Brews. I am Brendan, and this is Millhouse IPA. It's a session IPA, 3.5%, from Ballykilcavan Brewery. Have a look at the can there. Ballykilcavan Brewery is actually they grow their own barley. They've been growing their own barley since 1639. Yeah, so this is going to be a really nice sessionable beer. It's only 3.5%, which I like, because I've had session IPAs that are about 4.5%, and you just kind of think, well, can't you just call that an IPA? I know that's on the fairly low end, but 3.5 is well and truly a session IPA. Anyway, without further ado, this is cold because it's been sat out here. I have my Teku glass for it, and we're just going to pour a little bit in there to begin with so I can have a look at the aromas. Nice hazy unfiltered beer, fresh, very fresh actually. The best before is the 17th of July. I can smell the aromas coming off this. A very pale straw golden colour. What's the head like on this beer here? Let me just spin that one up. Decent enough head going on. Decent enough head, yeah, there it is. Carbonation is medium to low, a little bit on the lower side, we'll say. Okay, so what about this beer do I know? I did look up some things I've written down. It's double dry hopped. Now, Millhouse refers, I think, I didn't look this bit up, but I know that some of their beers in their range, they name them after fields that the barley that's gone into the beer, or at least the barley on the farm, is all comes from fields, and this one's Millhouse. I know they've got Binborn as well. So that's going to be kind of like the reason they've named it Millhouse, I'm sure. But I know in this one it's got that absolute classic combination of Citra Amarillo and Mosaic. So you're going to get a nice floral citrus, a bit piney. You're going to get, maybe a bit of orange coming off of it, a bit of tangerine maybe. But it's perfect, perfect sharp bite from the Citra hops. Is always good in a lower ABV IPA or even like a pale ale. I do get a bit of sweetness on the nose. I don't know what the malts are, but I do know that they add oats in it, which is why it's hazy, from their next door neighbours, Merry Hill. So that's what I know about the beer from looking it up. Very nice, bright floral aromas on the nose. A bit of citrus, a bit of pine, tiny bit of fresh green pine, we'll say. Not much on the low end, and lots of tropical sort of fruits. Let's give it a go. Cheers, Slancha. Oh, okay. The first thing I notice off of this is you get a really nice bite straight away at the beginning. And I love beers that have bite. I love Czech Pilsner as a style. And I love beers that give you that really sort of bittering bite at the front end of it. And you get it a lot in pale ales and lower ABV IPAs. You can get it. It's just kind of like it really finishes up quite nicely. I'm going to pour a bit more in now that we've got the aromas going. Let's get a bit of a decent head going on this thing. Medium to light body, Very easy drinking beer, but not light, not too thin at all. Really nice. There is an oiliness. There is quite a resinous punch from the hops. I'm guessing I perceive the hops a lot stronger in this because it's only 3.5%. Therefore, you get that perception of bitterness, a bit of hop, like a fraction of hop burn coming off of it. Really nice malty flavour, actually. Considering it's only 3.5, I actually get really nice malty tone to it. But it reminds me like of a pale ale in the sense that it is crisp and biting, and there's a finish to the beer, you know. IPAs, and some IPAs, they have that lingering caramel and lingering hop sort of flavour going on. But this has the lingering hop sort of bitterness, but it has a really crisp bite to it as well. Very, very enjoyable beer. Very light profile beer as well. Yeah, I get in like zest, like maybe a bit of orange and grapefruit zest mixed together. Quite a bit of grapefruit, actually. Floral on the nose, a little bit of flavour of sort of citrusy hops mainly. What else? Yeah, sort of an assertive pine sharpness that is very timid pine, but an assertive sharpness to it. And that's it. It's just a very simple, easy drinking beer. I've had a few of these in the past, and I love their branding. I love the can design. Looks a little bit Halloweeny as well, so it's the right time of year for it. We're October now. Well, we're November actually. November the 1st. A light, refreshing session ale. And it's light, it's refreshing. Double dry hop for maximum taste. It really is bursting with flavours. Not the sort of beer you want to have lying around. The sort of beer that you want to put on a shelf and have it sold within 6 weeks. We're nearly there in Ireland where we just have that sort of a few places, you know, have bottles and cans of beer that linger on the shelves for quite a while, but other places they come in and they get sold off fresh. We're slowly converting the masses to craft beer, but that's an absolute fantastic, really just an easy drinking, you know, don't have to think too hard about it. Nice citrus, bitter. It's kind of like a bitterness that is it stays in the mouth for quite a long time. Anyway, that's my view on this brew. Really interesting, nice beer. Pick it up if you see it. Cheers, Slancha. It's on to the next one, I think.